Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A lot of you have really liked that video I had posted about how to modify the Netgear Nighthawk hotspots. And unfortunately, it's been really difficult to get your hands on those M6 5G Nighthawks that you can actually mod that have a firmware level that's low enough. So I wanted to go over everything with you guys again as far as what Nighthawks are realistic at this point. I also have some other options that you can go with that are actually even better than the Nighthawk. Actually, somewhere around the same price too. I also want to talk about what's on the screen right now. QCI levels. This is something that I didn't mention on the other one, and I don't know if you're an RVer, a truck driver, or maybe you're just some you got to have the fastest internet like me. I don't particularly have a reason, but I want the highest priority and the fastest internet access. So I don't know what carrier you're using. I use T-Mobile myself. I do have a business plan, and I wanted to go over these QCI levels. So, here there's Verizon's QCI 8 and 9, same thing with AT&T, whereas T-Mobile is 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, you can use a phone plan on these hotspots. You can use a phone plan, you can use a tablet plan, which is what I usually recommend. You can also use home internet, T-Mobile's home internet. I mean, you could even use Verizon's internet as well. However, whatever you pick is on a different QCI level. Basically, what this means is that you're going to have, if you have a lower QCI number, then you're going to be prioritized over others on a particular cell tower. And this doesn't necessarily mean if you're in a congested area, this is just going to be, either congested or, just getting the maximum speeds that you can from that tower. So, for example, if you have, home internet QCI level 8, your speeds, even if it's not congested, are not going to be good as somebody with a cell phone on QCI level 6. Or if you're using Metro, which is a prepaid carrier, that's going to be on level 7, as you can see down here. That means that a phone line on level 6 is going to actually have faster speeds and less chance of deprioritizing. As far as congested areas go, there are categories for each of these level 6, level 7, level 8. For example, level 6, consumer accounts do not have as much priority as business accounts. And business accounts don't have as much priority as FirstNet responders, which I think right now that is currently with AT&T. I don't think T-Mobile is doing it right now. They switched that up. But so the lower the QCI level, the faster speeds that you're going to be able to access. And of course, more importantly, premium data is what carriers are calling it right now, right? So premium data, you get this much, and if you exceed it, you get slowed down to whatever other speeds, So like a tablet, for example, let me see if I can just pull it up real quick. These ones here, see, for example, on this side, the Essentials plan, it comes with 50 gigs of premium data. So what happens is when you go over that 50 gigabytes of data, your QCI level falls. Or actually, should I say increases. So if you're, at 6 and then you use 50 gigabytes of data, you then drop, your speed slow down, and you don't have as much priority over those cell towers. So on the highest up plan, which is what I have, the Experience Beyond, you have unlimited premium data. Now if you read down, this has got a little 1 next to it. This just qualifying new devices. There's really nothing here. I guess the only thing is mentioning about needing to activate 4K streaming to be able to otherwise stream from standard def. None of that matters. Okay, so you want you want to have a good QCI level if you want faster speeds. You know, if not, you know, you can have whatever one you want. Now, for example, home internet is QCI level 8. So a tablet line and a phone line has a lot more priority and speed than you would have on a home internet line. So the home internet, I think, costs like, what, it's about $45 a month, $50 a month, something like that. You are typically categorized in QCI 8. Once you hit over your 1.2 terabytes of data, you then get put on QCI 9, which is just painfully, it's just painful. But there is a tablet line on the business account that you can still get. A little tricky to get it, but you can get it. It's not bad. On T-Mobile for Business or tfb.t-mobile.com, you can put this on a plan, or you could ask somebody, you know, for maybe Facebook Messenger, T-Mobile Messenger. This one here is $15 a month. This could give you the 50 gigabytes of premium data on QCI 6, and then it gets dropped down to QCI 9, which is just like in this chart here that I showed you before. So most tablet plans, however, are usually on your QCI 7. They're usually in this range here. So, you know, maybe that doesn't matter to you, but just something to keep in mind. And of course, a phone, you know, your phone line, like here on Experience Beyond, you have unlimited premium data. So if you're okay with paying the price for a phone line and using that in your modded hotspot, then that'll work fine. Alright, so we got that out of the way. That's just the general. If you guys have any other questions, just ask down in the comments, and I'd be happy to reply. You guys know that I'm pretty good with that. So let's move on real quick to modem options. So the first one I want to bring up is the Nighthawk, the original M1, which is a 4G only router, does still work. It's actually pretty easy. You just grab one of these off of eBay. It doesn't matter if it's unlocked or not. And then just go back to my video that I had posted earlier, which I can throw the link down in the description for you, and that'll walk you through how to mod it. Very easy. Looking here, you know, ignoring these first couple ones, you've got one for $75, one for $40, another for $40, grade B, $60, $26. You can get these hotspots really cheap, and to be honest, they're pretty reliable. I actually have two of them myself. They're both modded as well. They're good. A lot of people are okay with the 4G speeds. I mean, let's be honest. You know, somebody like T-Mobile, the 4G speeds are, you know, about 100, 140 down. That might be just more than enough for you. Can you watch Netflix with this M1? Of course you can. You know, the speeds are great on them. Really, I can't complain. It's just, for me particularly, I'm picky. I just want the fastest of the fastest. And if you're like that, I've got some options for you as well. There's a couple of them. I'll go into them here real quick. The first one, I don't know if you've heard of Chester routers, Chester Tech routers. Okay, they are expensive. I'll give you another option, an alternative option. His stuff is expensive, but I have bought from him, and he's awesome. Really, he's great. If you get stuck and you don't know what to do or how to change a setting, I mean, he will literally give you a cell phone number, and yes, he does reply. You can text him, and I mean, he's awesome. You know, anything that you have. These, though, he has already set these up. They're fully modded. They're ready to go. So this one here is the most expensive one that he has, and the best. This is with the SDX75, which is top of the line right now in 2025 for a Qualcomm modem. If you're looking for maximum speed that you could possibly get from a carrier, the SDX75 is where you want to be right now. Because, you know, if you don't understand how the chips work, just Google out like SDX75 or what's the other one? The X52 or X65. There's some lower models. Your high-end cell phones will usually have an SDX70, maybe even an SDX75. Hotspots, on the other hand, don't typically have this high of a modem. If I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, but I believe the M6 Nighthawk that I have that I modded is an SDX65, I believe. So the higher the number, the more throughput, just the more speed, just in general, that chip can pull from a cell tower, and as well as more features like more carrier aggregation, being able to connect to multiple towers at once and combine those connections. So this is the best one that he's got. It is $750. It's brand new. It is a dual SIM model. It has your Wi-Fi built into it. You can plug this into your truck, your RV, whatever you want. It's got some Ethernet ports, really good Ethernet ports, actually. 2.5 gigabits per second Ethernet connections if you're somebody who wants that Ethernet access. And this does work with Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T. And, here, it's got a ton of features. I mean, there's a lot you can do with these. And here he mentions it does work with your home internet, your phone and tablet lines, FirstNet responders, tablets and phone plans, Verizon, I mean, everything. It doesn't, honestly, you didn't even have to write that. It works with absolutely any kind of plan that you have. Now, as far as what plan you want, at the beginning of the video, I talked about QCI levels. That's something that you're going to want to consider for whichever plan that you're planning on getting. One thing I do like about his stuff is he does have one-click IMEI. What that means is you plug this router in, you see the Wi-Fi network. It's unsecured when you first get it set, going. You go onto it, and you know how you go to 192.168.1.1, or I think on AT or the Netgears, it's routerlogin.net. It's the same thing. You go to that page, you log in with the default username and password, which they give you here. And it's as simple as going into one of the options, and it'll say, hey, what IMEI do you want? All you're doing is just typing in the IMEI number you want from either a phone or a tablet, whatever it is you're using, and just click save. Done. That's it. Pop the SIM card in, you're connected. It's that simple. There is no, the other videos that I showed you before, there are no, you don't need to watch all those steps to try to figure it out. If for some reason you do get stuck, I am planning on ordering one of these as well as another router. So I will make a video for you guys if you want to walk through. I'd like to actually have a couple different ones. So this is the top of the line. If this is what you want, the best of the best, I'm just going to tell you now, this is the one right here. All right. So if not, we'll move on to a different one that he does sell. This one here is the RM520, which is not, this is an SDX62. Okay, this is one that I have at home now that is being used as home internet. And it works great. I'm in a very, very rural area, so it's hard for me to say exactly what the speeds are. This is a 5G modem, and I am getting roughly about 240 down with an antenna, because I am in a really bad spot. It is definitely capable of getting a lot more than 200 megabits per second. I mean, a lot more. It's just my particular location. But my point is the SDX62 is still a good chip. And he's selling this one here for $395. So, and that's, again, for $395, these Nighthawk M6s are about the same price. And this does not require any modding whatsoever. It doesn't require to be unlocked. They're already semi-unlocked. It's all ready to go. You got some more Ethernet cables, things like that. So I think that's a huge plus. And again, this one does have your one-click IMEI, so nice and easy. Band locks are awesome. All of his routers have the band locks now. Something that is more advanced, but something that's a lot more difficult on the Nighthawk. So Um, then after that, we got, this is an option that's on the cheaper side. This is just like Chester's high-end one. It's pretty much the same features. It is from a Chinese company, though. The problem is, with them, on Alibaba, they want you've got to get at least two. This is the biggest downfall here. Um, they're $290 a piece. The Pro and the Ultra, the same exact price. They are $290 a piece, and you have to get two. I mean, I guess maybe you could do the mesh version, one of the mesh versions, and one of the Ultra, and that comes at the 378. You know, you could do that. That way, you get your actual modem off of it. Or if you can, and you want to get two of them, maybe one for the house, one for the RV, or one for the truck, one for the house. You know, you could just grab two of these here, and that's a really good deal. 588. That's a really good deal, actually. Of course, you do have to remember it's going to take some time to get delivered. So, um, but yeah, those are the options right now that I think are best. There are some others out there. There are tons of others. I do think that Chester's is the best one to get. I know it is pricey, you know, but again, if it's just too much, you know, for 395, you can grab one of these and you're all set. I also do want to mention he does have something going on here. This one here, this is a router that you usually get from T-Mobile Business. You can get them for free. I don't think it would be a good idea to mod these, but that's your call. He does offer remote modifications for $100 on this particular one. This has an SDX62. And he also sells one for phone plans and one for tablet plans at $295. Something else to consider. It does not work with Verizon. It is strictly T-Mobile and AT&T. However, I would just stay away from that and stick with one of his main modems. So, again, yeah, hopefully that helps you out. You know, I'm not sure if they've got. I don't know where the tablet lines are at. The current tablet lines. Let's take a look real quick. $20 a month right now, unlimited 5G and 4G with 50 gigs of premium data. So again, I can't tell you though exactly what that plan. I don't know if that plan is QCI 6 or QCI 7. I'm not too familiar with that. And if you find out, let everybody know down below. Looks like they got another one here, 100 gigabytes premium data for $25 a month. So, oh, look at that. They even got 250 gigs of hotspot tethering right from your tablet. So maybe that's even an option for you if you want to go that route. Anyways, guys, I hope this video helped clarify a few things in regards to the previous video I made. And, you know, you have to keep me posted on what you guys find, anything else that I can test or make a video on. I try to help out with these internet setups for RVers, truck drivers like myself, and just people who need internet at home and want a cheaper option. I will continue to keep researching other methods. In the meantime, I hope this helped, and if you could do me a huge favor, because you guys have no idea how much I appreciate everybody liking, commenting, and subscribing is like the best thing right now. I mean, it's great to see that these videos are actually helping people out, and I'd like to continue to make more videos. So do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and put a comment down below. Let me know how it is. I usually reply in less than 24 hours. Alright guys, take it easy.